Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. EUR USD Forecast Rally ready to return to its lane, NFP hint, Fed Speakers ID Analysis http ntvforex.com News ID 630D3992 2026 51:49 am EUR USD has dropped sharply from above 1.20 after the ECB commented on the exchange rate. NBSP USADP non-farm payrolls and Fed speakers are awaited. NBSP Wednesday's 4-hour chart is showing that the pair exited overbought conditions. The exchange rate matters trivial for travelers and traders but when a central banker says that, markets respond. Philip Lane, the European Central Bank's chief economist, said that his institution is watching currency valuations. NBSP While Lane's comments are far from hinting at any policy measure nor intervention they served as one spark to bring down EUR USD from its peak. The ECB may be worried by August's downbeat inflation figures. The consumer price index fell to negative territory on a yearly basis, while core CPI tumbled to 0.4%. NBSP the world's most popular currency pair ascent topping 1.20 for the first time since 2018 was mostly driven by the Federal Reserve. NBSP the Fed announced a dovish policy shift last week, striving for full employment at the expense of higher inflation, and the announcement continues reverberating through markets. Lael Brainerd, governor at the Federal Reserve, reiterated the message on Tuesday and said the bank will likely remain accommodative for some time. NBSP nevertheless, a downside correction for the dollar was already cooking and it was also triggered by the upbeat ISM Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index. This forward-looking gauge for the industrial sector hit 56 points in August, the highest since 2018. On the other hand, the employment component remained below 50 indicating weak hiring ahead of Friday's all-important non-farm payrolls. NBSP another hint toward the NFP is due out on Wednesday ADP's private sector jobs report. An increase of over 1 million positions is on the cards. It is essential to note that this publication has been off the mark in recent months. Models have apparently struggled to keep up with the rapid changes in the labor market brought on by the pandemic. Nevertheless, it is a substantial market mover. See NBSP ADP employment change and initial jobless claims preview. Hope is not change. The Fed also remains close to the spotlight. Loretta Mester, president of the Cleveland branch of the Federal Reserve, and John Williams, her colleague from New York, will speak later in the day. By reminding markets of the Fed's intention to keep rates low estimated to run through 2025 by Goldman Sachs the dollar could fall. NBSP COVID-19 cases continue rising in Europe while they are off the peak in the US. Investors are shrugging off these trends and focus on hopes for a vaccine. Anthony Fauci, America's top epidemiologist, said a vaccine could be approved before the end of the year if the results are overwhelmingly positive. NBSP source FT overall, there are reasons to worry about the European coronavirus situation and weak economics, but US struggles and the Fed's ultra-dovish moves may outweigh that and allow EUR USD to resume its rise. EUR USD technical analysis. The relative strength index ONTE 4-hour chart is back to the balanced ground out of overbought conditions. Euro-dollar trades above the 50, 100, and 200 simple moving averages and momentum remains positive. All in all, ingredients are in place for a resumption of the rally. NBSP the daily high of January 1930 has been separating ranges and serves as the first resistance line. It is followed by January 1965, the peak in mid-August. The fresh 2020 peak of January 2010 is next. NBSP strong support is at 11.880, that cushioned EUR USD early in the week. It is followed by 1.1850, a stubborn resistance line last week. The next levels to watch are 1.18 and 1.1750. NBSP More NBSP markets are Fed dependent as ever. Reaction to elections could surprise. Interview with Lighter Cohen NBSP. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, Text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me/mt5.expert.advisors.